Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now today is the big day. It's dead exciting because we are going to reveal the Honda monkey bike Overlander. We are literally packing up in the hotel room, sticking everything in the camper and heading over to Ashworth Automotive. This is going to be awesome. Let's see it. Cue the intro.
This adventure is supported by Ashworth Automotive in Weston-super-Mare, the #1 garage keeping you and Helmet Head on the road.
It's 11 o'clock, he's live. Thank you everybody for, I would say coming, but it's 23, we can't say that now, so thanks very much for arriving. Before I show you and everybody the motorcycle, because you're going to be travelling potentially the world,
Yeah.
but obviously Europe, it's going to be, and it's cold.
Yeah.
First things first, stay looking that way. I've got you a special suit. Now this is an all-weather, you can wear this on the motorcycle all year round, keep you warm.
I can wear that now then.
You can wear that in a minute when we go for our little ride.
That's got to go into France dressed like that.
Definitely, absolutely. I will, little disclaimer.
Have you worn it already?
I have worn it.
Worn it in?
I've worn it. It's not...
Is it washed?
slightly soiled, but it's all good. One other thing before I show you the bike. Now, this, I just want to point out to everybody, I'm not artistic at all, right? Yeah, I'm not artistic at all. I've never done this before, but I thought I'd give it a go. It's a representation. Where's Will? It's a representation. It's not that accurate, but it's a representation. When you were here last time, don't look this way. When you were here last time, I had the old chain off the monkey bike. So what I've done is I've made the chain and the sprockets into the UK.
That's amazing.
That's the rear sprocket. That's the front sprocket, and that little bit there is a bit of your old rack.
That's awesome. Wow.
So that's a representation of your ride around the UK. And that's the chain that did it.
That's cool, thank you.
Yeah, that didn't take me long at all. So that's that.
How long did that take?
A few hours yesterday.
Okay, that's cool.
I was going to do it before all this happened. I thought I'd do it anyway, but obviously now I've done it too. Oh, hello, we got a monkey. So that's that. Kibby, do you want to grab the other side of this and give me a hand to do the... Well, if I raise the ramp, it won't go high enough.
Just before we do,
yeah.
I think obviously Lee's put a lot of time and effort in, man hours. He's basically closed his business almost for weeks. So I just want everyone to give him a round of applause, just as a thank you.
Thank you. Right, okay. Let's pull one off then, Kibby. Quality masking tape, that. There you go.
It's still got a wheel. We're all right.
Right, ready?
Fucking hell.
Language.
I have to swear.
Look at the 10-6 exhaust still there.
Look at it.
Oh yeah, I'll get the... I'll let this down now, slowly. Might take the front of the bike off. Oh, that's going to take a while. Can you keep your finger on the... Can you keep your finger on my knob?
So I'm not going to have to worry about storage.
I'll just... one moment. I'll just move the ramp legs out of the way.
Lee said to me about how big are my shoes. I take it's because of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you remember, the suspension was really soft.
Yeah.
Basically, I've had custom springs made for the forks, so all the internals are YSS internals, but they made them for between 90 and 110 kilos they can take.
Wow. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the front forks.
10 kilos.
Yeah, it's got adjustable. You can't see from there. You can only see through, but it's got adjustable YSS rear shocks.
Wow.
You can adjust the dampening and the preload on them. Right. It's got a new barrel and piston. Decoked all the head. We've had to make most of the exhaust. It's still got the 10 shit end can, but we had to refabricate and make all this because obviously the exhaust used to be up here.
Yeah.
But now you've got all this. There was nowhere else to put the exhaust, so the exhaust
It still says 10 shit.
Still says that. So yeah, we made that. It's got new wheel bearings. It's had a full service, new clutch, new spark plug. Oh, this didn't have that sensor in there before.
Right, yeah, I zip tied it out of the way.
Yeah, so this is your original intake, but we've made 2 brackets for it to hold it in properly, and also got rid of the pipe where the crankcase breather went into there, and that's got its own breather now. That sensor is now in there where it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Wow.
This little rack on the front probably won't carry a lot, but it's something. Put the little screen on it. Thanks, dude. That didn't take long, did it? No. Yeah. What else have we done? Oh, yeah. Okay. So obviously the main thing that everybody can see is the panniers, but the thing is, this bike was never intended to carry panniers.
Yeah, you can't buy
so
them.
that was. Oh yeah. You've still got the sort of original rack, but not.
So it's not like that, is it, anymore?
The rack has been completely cut up. It's had steel bar slotted down inside the tube, and then all welded back together. But it's also, we're a fan of gussets here.
What's gussets?
Gussets.
What's gussets?
So it's got. Well, if you can see, there's loads of gussets. There's gussets all over the place. So yeah, that's all been fabricated.
Yeah.
That's really strong now. Now this rack was originally, because I had to, when I bought the panniers, I had to buy a rack so that you got like the square frame for them to go into.
Yeah.
Like on a GS.
And then weld it.
So that framework, I bought the framework that had as many bits of tubular metal on as possible, because we knew we were just going to cut it all off to make the rack fit this bike.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's actually for a BMW F650, and then we chopped all of it off. We kept making it, but every time we did it, you couldn't get the seat off.
Right. Okay.
So it was an absolute nightmare to make it so that, well, it worked for a start, and you could get the seat off and get that panel off the side. And then I thought, right, you need more fuel. My original thought was to put a fuel can on the front, and then I thought, that's not really that safe. But then I thought, well, it's helmet head, it's
Be all right.
fine.
11 out of 10.
But it wasn't working, and I didn't want any weight from the centre of the rear wheel back. I didn't want any more weight because there's already loads in there, and I know you're going to overload it.
Not now.
Yeah, so I didn't want any more weight from there back, so that's why I put the fuel can there. That's why I asked you what size feet you got. I've ridden it like that. You do know it's there, but hey, you can't have everything. You've got to compromise somewhere along the line.
That's
do you know what I
amazing.
mean? So, yeah. Oh, there's loads of boring stuff, like adjusted the throttle, because that was...
Put clutch in as well, haven't
Put
you?
new clutch in it, yeah. The old... that's the old piston. Look at it. One thing that I've told you, but I haven't told everybody else, I was going to put I looked at big bore kits, like 1.6, I think it's 164 and 186 or 184, whichever way round. And I was going to put a big bore kit in it, because I thought, and an oil cooler, an external oil cooler. But the problem with that is, the more performance you have, the less reliability you have.
It's got to go a long way.
And I watched some guys in America that had done the 186 or 184 or 181 or whatever it is, and they were lasting like 400 miles. And I thought, well, that's no good at all. You get to Dover and that's the end of that. So I kept it, and then I rang a company called Shire's Bikes, because I was going to try and see if they would get on board a little bit and send me loads of free shit. Like in America, they go, oh, we've got so-and-so and they've hooked us up with a blah, blah, you know, I was going to try that shit. But as soon as he told me, he said, oh, if this guy that's obviously a lunatic is going around the UK, around Europe and potentially the world on it, don't just leave it 125. And because of the reliability, and the other thing is, anywhere in the world, you'd be able to get another piston and barrel. If it had all this other shit on it, you probably wouldn't. So awesome. that's about the size of it, dude.
Fucking awesome. Good, isn't it?
Do you want to hear it running?
Yeah.
I better get the key then.
I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it the Ashworth Outlander. So when I'm going to be riding it, I'll be shouting Ashworth. It's not having to go at him. It's having to go at the bike when everything goes wrong.
I found this set of keys really annoying because every time you try to turn the ignition on, that's sort of locking up and getting in the way.
What's locking up? The.
Yeah, I was just going to throw all them other keys in the bin.
Now I'm going to do that, aren't I?
It's a new barrel and piston, so you got to run it in a bit. Don't ramp the tits of it when it's cold. Know what I'm saying, Jay?
I do indeed. We've had another 2 weeks worth of work.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you reckon?
I love it. Seriously love it. I just want to go. You know when you just want to jump on it now and go? It's exactly what I want to do. But we're all going to go for a ride.
We are.
So shall we all get ready? Ride out?
Yeah, let's all get ready and go for a ride. Rock and roll.
What a beast. Are you ready?
Oh, born ready.
You ready for this? Look at it. What a moment. What a moment this is. I can hear the sidekick and he sounds like he's having a lot of fun. But yeah, what a moment. I don't even know how many people are here, but there is a lot, and it is making every little part of me tingle with excitement. That sounds really wrong, but it's very true. And this bike, oh, it is different. Already, where the monkey bike is very spongy, it is just like smooth, just pure smoothness, no bumpiness, just smoothness. So we are following, they're blocking, I have no idea what's going on. I'm going to take it easy for the old engine, I've been told, because it's basically rebuilt, and I know it's all just been explained, so you know all of that, but I can't thrash it. I'm going to ask the sidekick because he hasn't got his medium mod, but how are you feeling right now? I basically, so I have to translate, so it's assault for the senses. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ashworth Outlander is something special. And this is something very, very cool. So they're blocking each junction as we go, currently, so we're all staying together. Look at the bike. Look at it. Oh my giddy aunt. Oh my giddy aunt. I have no idea what's going on. Obviously Lee's and Lee's motorcycle club are very much organised, and they're all blocking off and know what they're doing. Look, how cool is this? This is very cool. So I don't even know where we're going, to be honest with you, at this point. Typical me, in typical 11 out of 10. I have no idea. I think we were going to Cheddar Gorge. I think it's all been changed and I'm just following. So I'm excited. There is a lot of bikes, a lot of coolness going on right now. Oh man, feel those panniers. I know you can't see me touching them up, but oh, what a moment. Right, we are going to poodle out of town a little bit. We're going to get this going. And I will catch you when we get through all this traffic. But in my rear mirror, if you can see that, it's just a sea of motorcycles. Absolute sea of motorcycles. Very cool. Well, we are still riding through Weston-super-Mare, and every junction, they're so organised, they're blocking it all off now. I've seen the King travel through London, and this is very similar but much more cooler, because I think this is the standard that all lords should receive when they visit somewhere, because as you've just seen, every roundabout is blocked and we are just flowing. Obviously we're stuck behind a bus, but none of that matters. Every junction a bike pulls in, everybody stops, and we all carry on together. I have to be the first lord doing this. They're organising that the security is at every single building to hold the women and away from the new sexy monkey cycle Ashworth Overlander. Well, we've just stopped down at Weston-super-Mare seafront to grab a coffee, but I think you can see there's quite a few people here. I'm a little bit giddy, a bit excited. The bike, silky smooth, something next level. We're going to grab a coffee and then we're going to head off to Burnham, and I'm probably saying that wrong. We can get some more epic shots, but everyone's here. It's something really cool. Back on Ashworth, new name for the monkey bike, the Ashworth, the monkey overlanding Ashworth country sucking beast. And there's so many people that are asking me about the suspension, and the only way I can describe it now with what Lee's done to the bike is it's very much like someone, well, it's very much like a GS. And I know people are going, oh, a GS, but you know what I mean, it floats, these bumps, it floats. And I even sat on a standard monkey bike and you can feel the wobble difference, where this just floats down the road. It is something very special. And then I keep just staring at it and I keep touching the panniers. And Lee went to me, he goes, oh, you worried about the panniers going to come off? It's like, no. I just like touching them because they feel so cool to have them there, and it's new. It's like, oh, look what's there. Just staring away at it, and all the little touches, all the little detail, the hard work that he's gone into it is just, like I keep saying, extremely special. So we're going with our whole group. I should count how many people are here, and I haven't, and I have decided not to walk around with a camera talking to everybody, sheerly out of we'd be here all day. But we've been stopping, grabbing loads of photos. Lots of people have been grabbing pictures of the bike, me and Lee, because I'm sure it'll be absolutely everywhere and everyone can see it for themselves. But if anyone's watching this, obviously, and you've come along, thank you so much, because you have literally just rocked my world. And I was pretty much speechless, even when I had a whole plan. Whenever you make a video, you have a vision in your head how things are going to go, and within about 2 seconds of us revealing the bike, it all went out the window pretty much. And I didn't say half the things I wanted to say. I got very speechless really quickly, because I'm blown away and I was lost for words. And then if you know me well enough, that's a rare occasion when I am lost for words and I cannot put what I want to say across. But now I'm just in love with this bike. And you know who you want to see if you want an overlanding monkey bike. Lee won't tell me how much this has cost, but it's going to be thousands. But he can do it all. Any of the stuff you see on here, contact him. He's probably going to hate me saying that now, and just say I want my monkey bike like helmet heads, because you know this is going to conquer the world now. It is set for the world. I can't believe how smooth this bike is now. It's just wowzers. See if I can count how many bikes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, it just keeps going back past everyone. I don't know. Very cool. Now I'm trying my best not to full throttle it, because again, Lee's changed so many parts in the engine. It's like running it in again, and because we are going to conquer the world, I don't want to just gut it. But what I'd probably say now is, at 88 miles an hour, it will go back to the future. So we've made sure that it will only do 87.5 miles an hour to make sure that I never go back to the future, because I never want to change a thing on this bike now. I want it just like this. And again, I could go back and relive this moment, but regardless, this is the coolest monkey bike in the entire world. Well, I'm just excited. To be fair, it's always hard to put it into words of how excited I am. We've just stopped at, I think it's Burton-on-Sea, and I probably said that wrong, as I say everything wrong, but you all know that already. But it's cool, isn't it? It's really, really cool. And we're going to do a bit more cinematic stuff, get a ride by and stuff like that. But I'm doing my best to try to talk to everybody as well. I'm just doing my best, because I'm just excited. I just want to set off now around the world trip. It's one thing about it is, right, what can I get in these panniers? What can I do? But so many people behind me, and so many people have come to see this, and it's a magical moment. A magical moment. Anyway, I'm going to send the drone up and I'm going to show you a few cinematic shots. Now I think we're going off to the clubhouse shortly afterwards. We're going to do some food and stuff like that for us, so awesome. I'm saying this whole thing on it, just awesome, amazing, wow. But as you can tell, I'm smitten with the bike. It's just rides incredibly well, so smooth, so good, perfect.
Feeling in my bones, I can feel it in my veins. Hands in the sky, I can feel the winds of change. You live and you learn, and I hope I've seen enough to make something right and make up for what I've lost. I was down, but things are looking up. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should.
We are off. This is the final ride back to put this in the camper site back at Ashworth Automotive, where today started. But Von Diemen, MMC just there, all the guys in there, incredible, the love, the support, and you know, sorting us out of food, getting out of their way is really cool. Now we're just off with Lee. We're going to pop down the front for a very quick picture that Lee wants to get, then we're going to go back and say our final goodbyes. But what an awesome guy, eh? And how lucky am I, and how lucky am I for all these people to come here today to share this with us. Like I said, for me this is channel history being made. Right, let's get back to Ashworth Automotive. So Lee, we're about to part ways. That's emotional.
Sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels weird. It's like a
Yeah.
void already starting to happen, but we're only weeks away from the set off itself. But dude, that is next level. The ride, the quality, the feel, everything about it. And obviously you were saying you want to give another shout out because you obviously had the guy that's come and done the welding.
Yeah, Fabrication Kev, he's part of my arsenal. He's my secret weapon, and I keep him in the side cabinet of my toolbox. And yeah, basically Kev, I ring Kev, tell him of a project, and he's round here, comes and works with us and builds whatever we're building. He's always here, 3 o'clock in the morning if I need him. He's brilliant. So luckily I've
all
got
the welding, didn't he, for the actual boxes.
Luckily I've got Fabrication Kev, and yeah, this place, you know, so it all works. Yeah, we've done quite a bit of like one-off stuff. Made all sorts of whacked out bull bars for American trucks and all sorts. So yeah, I'm really happy with the result. It's been a lot of work, a lot of time, but yeah, I'm happy, and you seem to be happy.
Over the moon.
I mean, we have actually just cleaned something off the tank. I suppose we better not say about that, but so that's how happy you are. I was quite surprised actually. It didn't take long.
It's that amazing.
Yeah.
It's like, it's next. So obviously we need to say a massive thank you obviously to your club as well.
Yeah,
Because today has been like they've not just blocked some roads literally. It's been organised. They've looked after us. They've gone and put food on. It's been, you know, it's been obviously at your club's expense, like as well. So
I'm used to how awesome they are, but even you know, I noticed today, like the guys doing all the blocking, Neil and Wookie organising the route that we did, because obviously we had to change that a little bit because of the ice where we were going to go. That would have ended in tragedy. So yeah, fair play to them, and Will. And literal Nick in the kitchen. I mean, Will sorted out like getting food. Some of the prospects went out and got all the food. But yeah, generally, basically all the guys in the club. I mean, our president, I don't think you know this, but the reason why he didn't come here this morning was because he was at stupid this morning, salting all the yard where the clubhouse is. Yeah, that's how come he wasn't on the ride. So fair play to him. He went and sorted all that out, because that does get waterlogged a bit. So it was all ice apparently. So yeah, all in all, I think the bike's been a success, even if I do say so myself. The day has been a success. I think we've been really lucky with the weather, even though, like I just said on some of my footage, some of the guys that were coming, not club guys, normal friends, their vaginas iced over first thing this morning, so they dropped out. Dropping like flies they were this morning, dropping like flies. But obviously the hardcore elite guys, we were all here, weren't we?
There was a lot of us. It was one of those history moments of
definitely
the awesomeness. Everything I need is sorted. There's literally, I've got extra fuel now. I've got enough storage that I'm no longer overpiling a back box. I've got a pants rack on the front so I can keep on my pants dry. I've even the little screen, dude. That's cool.
It's cool, isn't it?
It's really cool, yeah.
Yeah, I do like that.
And obviously the custom exhaust with the original 10 sheet at the back. I mean, it's kept all the stuff I've done and then taken out of my rubbish version of what I've done and made into awesomeness. And it's all thanks to you, dude. So first of all, thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries.
And I also remember something you said, well, the first time we ever met at the end, I believe you said something like, you can see a blossoming future together.
The relationship is starting to blossom, yeah.
I think we're now blossomed.
I think we've blossomed. I think we're all, well, I don't think we've peaked.
We're not peaked.
I don't think we've peaked.
We've blossomed.
There's room yet.
And we've now got to take on the entire world.
Yeah, indeed.
On the beast that you created.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be awesome.
Until France.
Until La France.
Au
and we will
revoir.
see you again. You're going to meet me, hopefully.
I'm going to meet you in France.
At the Eurotunnel, hopefully, if all goes according to plan.
Yeah, I'll probably meet you at the tunnel, and then we'll hold hands under the sea.
Yeah.
There'll probably, I'd imagine there'll be some exchange of probably some gifts in the way of some flowers.
Yeah, chocolate.
Obviously a passionate embrace.
Yeah.
You know,
Fluids.
I don't know his bodily
He's going a bit
fluids.
far, isn't he? Really?
Yeah, we were
he's-
doing a nice piece to camera,
and he wants
he
bodily
comes
fluids.
along and just lowers the tone.
We'll just keep that
We'll
bit off
lose a few
camera.
subscribers over that, I reckon. But yeah, no, I think that's going to be the start of something awesome. Hopefully there'll be no issues, and yeah, it's going to be great.
Let's roll on to France.
Exactement, moi chérie.
Lactamon. Cheers, dude.